Hey there, my wrestling fanatics. It's your host there, teamryry, and I'm back in action for our brand new episode of Team Ryry's Wrestling Podcast, episode number 55. I have a brand new guest here. This guest has never ever been on my show before. Go ahead and introduce yourself and all that great stuff. Take it away.
I'm Alyssa, long-time listener, first-time guest, I think. Is that it?
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead. Roll with it.
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't know what else to say. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. First things first is let's discuss about Kevin Nash. A.K.A. Diesel. He had a lot of. He was in WCW back in the day. He won a lot of championships. He was part of the Clique back in the day. So, what's your thoughts on Big Sexy? Kevin Nash back in the day. What's your thoughts on this big guy?
Well, when I was growing up, I used to watch a lot of WCW, so I always liked Kevin Nash. I thought he was cool. I didn't see much of him as Diesel until a lot later, but yeah, I think his time in WCW was my favorite when he was, Big Sexy with the Outsiders, and yeah, I like him.
Okay, so you watch his WCW career more than his WF/W, correct?
Oh yeah, when I was young, I was a WCW girl. I didn't watch much WWF.
Okay, yeah, he was awesome, and yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame about darn time, and all good stuff. Okay, speaking of his of the Outsiders, what's your thoughts on Scott Hall, or A.K.A. Razor Ramon? This guy have a lot of drug issues, alcohol. I guess when you get so darn popular and you got a lot of money, they don't know what to do with it, so they use alcohol and drugs and all that crazy crap. He was almost dying, and he was in DDP rehab, and he was okay now. And then him and Jake the Snake. So what's your thoughts on Scott Hall or Razor Ramon? Same guy,
Well, yeah. Well, I was on Netflix the other day, and I was watching the what is it called? The Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yes.
I think it's called.
Yes.
And yeah, like how DDP Yoga and how he helped DDP and helped Jake. But yeah, there's some stuff for Scott Hall in there too, and I'm so happy to see he's doing better.
Yep.
I mean, it's embarrassing, but watching that thing made me cry, and because I used to love Scott Hall, so it's good to see that him starting to get his life back on track, and yeah, I really hope he can stay clean. It's really sad to see these guys get hooked on drugs and drinking, and
Yep.
Yeah,
all that money they make in the past, and they decided to use it for bad, alcohol, smoke, all that crazy crap, and then now they realize it is bad for their body. There's only one life.
Well, what about you, Rai?
What?
What about you? If you had all that money that these guys had and all that fame and popularity, what would you do?
I'm not too sure. Number one, first thing first, take a nice, wonderful trip, and second, get the best seats in the house at Mania or any big event. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I mean with that fame, I'd have box seats to every Falcons game for sure, and I would expect a nice private suite for WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
That'll do me.
Yeah, not just WrestleMania. I'll do it for the Rumble. I'll do that for SummerSlam and Sylvester's, the big four classic ones.
Well, why stop? Why not get great seats for the football?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the hockey. Just go all out. Everything.
Well, I'm not a big hockey fan. I prefer basketball and I don't know. Maybe I'll get my own island. That'd be sweet. Island.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Another thing is, let's discuss about Hornswoggle. I know when it was part of the DX, the PG era, the DX one. That one was garbage. I hated it. Hornswoggle. I guess he did okay in the WF or E. I'm glad they got rid of him. I don't know what he's doing. I'm assuming he was doing independence. So what's your thoughts on Hornswoggle?
I always thought Hornswoggle was just such a waste of time. I don't know. I don't like that kitty stuff. I used to love it when what's his name? When like Mr. Kennedy would like just smack him around, or
Yeah.
JBL. I always laughed at it. I thought that was it's pretty funny just seeing him bounce around. And
Yep.
I'm glad he's done. Honestly.
Yeah, and hopefully they don't bring him back. That'd be stupid for WWE's part.
Oh, waste of time.
Yeah, waste of time, waste of money. They don't care. They have money, lots of money. They don't care. So I'm assuming he's in the independent scene. So probably he doesn't make that much money like he did in the main thing like WWE. Gregory Helms, the Hurricane. He was the longest. I'm assuming he was the longest cruiserweight champion. I like that. I don't know where the hell is he at now, but he had pretty good feuds. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but the Hurricane, it was a very stupid gimmick. But Gregory Holmes is a pretty good gimmick when he went to SmackDown. What's your thoughts on him?
Well, yeah, he was longest cruiserweight champ, but before the Hurricane, I don't know. It's a bit embarrassing, but I used to love 3 Count. I'll say it. 3 Count, Gregory Helms, Evan Courageous, Shannon Moore.
Okay,
I don't know
yeah.
if you ever saw them do that in WCW.
Yep.
You ever watch that?
Yeah, I remember those guys. Yep.
Yeah. Quit playing games with my heart.
Oh my gosh.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, I
Hank
do.
Abbott
Yeah.
is their #1 fan. Ah.
Yeah, I remember that. I guess they like a ripoff. They like the they trying to be like the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC back in the day, you know.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought that it was so cool.
Yeah, but it did not go anywhere for them. They're like jobbers, you know.
I don't care. I love to see them come out with their big green spots and do their dancing and singing, and have their matches against the Young Dragons.
Oh yeah.
Good days. WCW cruiserweights were. Everything else got pretty shit to what. Oh, sorry. Are we allowed to swear on this? I don't know.
Probably not now with the new rule for it.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, the cruiserweights had some good matches in WCW.
Oh, yeah.
Even though the rest was pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay. Iron Sheik. Now, there's a thing. I think they still have it on Netflix. There's a documentary. Have you seen it already about Iron Sheik, the documentary?
No, I haven't. I should add it to my queue right now.
Now it is raining out. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear the rain in the background?
Hear what?
The rain in the background. The rain.
No.
Okay. Well, I can hear it. Yeah. This guy is a. I'm not too sure. I think Iron Sheik is a Hall of Famer. I think he is. I can't keep track of these W.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he went in like, I don't know, like 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah, listen, I got a story for this. My friend, my old neighbor's daughter, she's a stewardess, and guess who she met? Iron Sheik, and he was going nuts. He was still doing his wrestling character. Is that crazy?
I don't know. I think it's just because he's old school. Like
Yeah.
a lot of those guys, they just live the gimmick.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm trying to think who. I remember seeing. I didn't meet him when I went to. I think it was WrestleMania 28. Like
Okay.
Iron Sheik was there. I didn't pay to meet him because I think he's crazy and he was kind of scary.
Yeah.
But you see the videos and they just live their gimmick.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I kind of like it. I think there should be more of it.
Yep. But I don't know. I think this is my opinion. Once you're out of the wrestling business, you need be normal, you know. But that's just my theory on it. Now, I didn't grow up on the Iron Sheik. I was too darn young, but I could look back at it. He had some great matches. He made Bob Backlund tapped out for the championship back in the day. Probably you were too young, but thank God for the W Network, you know.
I think I was a bit too young.
Yeah. So, if Iron Sheik wrestled in this era, I don't think he could. He'll beat all the guys on the current roster for Raw and SmackDown. You know.
Oh, you think he'd beat them all?
Probably.
Oh wow.
I mean, I know he's old now, but if he was young in this era, that's what I'm trying to say. You know.
Yeah. What is he? breaking their backs and making them humble.
Yep. Make him tap out. Yep.
He's a crazy guy.
Yes, he is. You never know. Maybe he might have head trauma, because I think they use us the chair to the head back in the day. I'm not too sure if he was part of that. You never know.
I don't know. I think a lot of those guys might have something, and you see the way he talks. He's pretty crazy cool. I don't know what's going on in there.
I don't know. Okay, next one. What's your thoughts and how you feel about Jimmy Snuka's daughter? Now, she was in that group called Team Bad. That group was not going anywhere. It was stupid for her. And she after that, no, actually before that, she joined forces with AJ Lee, not AJ Styles, AJ Lee. Before she quit the company. So what's your thoughts on her? Was it Tamina? Yeah, Tamina. What's your thoughts? Yeah,
Tamina.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on her?
I don't know. It's like Team Bad. I don't know. I guess Tamina did her best, but like people only cared about Sasha, so it's. I don't know. She was in a position where she couldn't really win.
Yep.
I think she did the whole bodyguard thing pretty well, and I think she's okay. But there's just so many better women wrestlers on the roster now that there's not really a place for her, I guess.
Nope. And she will never ever be Hall of Famer because she didn't not much. So the only reason she got in the door because of her dad, and I don't know if she's still in the company. Is she still in the company?
I wouldn't have a clue.
Me
I
neither.
think you'd have a better idea than me, Mr. Podcaster.
Well, I don't know. I don't see her Raw and SmackDown, so I'm assuming she's not. So I don't know.
If you don't know, then nobody knows.
I'm just winging it, so I don't know. So let's just move on to the final one.
She does. She's not doing anything interesting.
No, not really. Or maybe just backstage. Just I don't know. I can't put my. I know this is a very very crazy podcast, but I'm winging it. Next one is
Wing it.
What? Yeah. What?
I'm not saying go for it. Just wing it.
Yeah.
Throw anything. I don't care.
Okay, that's what I usually do. Becky Lynch recently won the Women's Championship at Backlash because the brand extension. If that never happened, Becky Lynch will never ever become champion, and that is true because we got Charlotte, we got Sasha, and it was mix and a shuffle. And I'm glad. Hopefully, she had a long title run. What's your thoughts on Becky Lynch as a champion for SmackDown for the women's?
No, I completely agree. Like on Raw, it didn't look like she was ever gonna be the champion. She was always gonna be second or third to Charlotte and Sasha. So I like that she's got a chance now.
Yep.
I don't think it'll last super long.
Nope.
There's a few other good divas. Oh, sorry.
Women. Women.
Do they call them? Are they superstars or I don't know? I can't follow what they call them, but. There's a few good ones on there, like Nikki Bella just coming back. I think she'll have the title soon.
Yep. Well, I don't think Nikki should have it.
Alexa.
Yeah, I don't think Nikki should win it for a long time. She just came back. That's ridiculous. Why give her the belt? That's stupid.
Well, I saw the other day where I think she's gonna feud with is it Carmella? I think she's feuding with now.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think they're just gonna try and keep her away from the belt for a little while, but
yeah,
I think she'll get a shot.
Nikki is a John Cena of women because she always wants to win that belt. She wants to be the most dominant woman in the women's division right now, and that is sad. I know she has great looks. You know that she has fake boobs anyway, so it really doesn't matter. She does. That's why she came back one time.
Right. You think she's good looking, huh?
She's very pretty, but she's not really a great wrestler. She really isn't,
Well, see, I'd have to disagree there. I think she's like if we compare her to when she first started, I think she's come a long way. I'd say she's I don't know, at least top 5 maybe now. She's learned a lot, and you compare her to Brie.
Yeah.
She's a way better wrestler than Brie.
Well, I think
it makes no sense to me.
Well, I think Brie could be a decent wrestler. If she got great talent from her husband but
Well, you'd think so. She's married to like one of the best wrestlers in the world, and somehow Nikki's the way better wrestler. I don't understand.
I don't know. But the rack attack, she can't do it anymore because her neck. And when Nikki and Brie first came into the company, they were just a waste of time. They were doing some stupid stuff backstage, and they finally got into the a real serious Divas conversation back in the day, and probably they both will eventually be both in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why, but whatever. I think Nikki should be in the Hall of Fame, not Brie. But what? What are you gonna say?
I think everyone goes in the Hall of Fame nowadays. So
I know.
I think you're right. Pretty much everyone's in there.
Yep. I think the Hall of Fame, let's say it again, the Hall of Fame, is a freaking joke. They put Coco Beware, it's stupid, it's ridiculous,
I don't know. Isn't Donald Trump in there as well now?
Pretty much, yep.
He should use that for his presidential campaign.
Yeah, probably not.
WWE Hall of Famer Donald Trump.
Oh God. Off the record, I don't know if anyone listens to my watch my videos on my Facebook like page, but it don't matter who's the president. This world's all messed up anyway. It don't matter. It's messed up from Brock. It doesn't matter, dear.
Sorry, it's messed up from Brock. You say Brock Lesnar's country?
No, not him. Barack Obama. I'm sorry, him.
Oh, Barack. I thought you said Brock.
No. And then the presidents from the past mess it up from the future. So it don't matter who's the president. You can vote all you want. It don't matter.
Well, see, I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree. I like Obama. I
Okay.
might be the only one, but I think he did the best he could in a losing situation. There's not much he can do, and I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, I don't.
And he's certainly better than Hillary and Trump.
Yeah, well, I don't understand politics and probably never will. But
You're honest. Everyone else talks them, even though they have no idea.
Yep. But I'll be glad when it's over with until the next 4 years. Okay, moving on.
Who's gonna run then?
Me or you?
You could do.
No, probably.
Isn't Kanye West meant to be running?
I don't know. Maybe Hulk Hogan will run.
Why not? He's done everything else.
Oh, speaking of Hulk Hogan, I'm not too sure if you heard this, but there are rumors that WWE might bring back Hulk Hogan. What's your thoughts on that matter?
What could they bring him back for? He's, like I just say, he's done everything. I don't really see a place for him.
I know, probably just to bring him in just for his name, not to wrestle, to make because this past Monday, probably not. This past Monday, the ratings were 1.88. That is pathetic.
Ooh, that's really bad. That's like almost TNA level.
Yeah, and of course WWE won't do nothing because this past Monday was NFL season, for Monday Night Football, and it was a doubleheader. WWE has plenty of chances to get ready. Of course, they're not hitting that panic button. They had no other wrestling company to compete with on Monday Night Football. Monday nights. There's no more WCW. They got NFL, but that's nothing to do with they have nothing to do with the WWE. That's two different things. But I guess time slots that's a big issue. But WWE don't care. But USA gives a darn. USA is a big difference.
Yeah, but to be fair, I was watching Monday Night Football anyway, so.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sorry.
I watched both, but this past Monday.
Is this a wrestling podcast? Did we both choose football over wrestling?
Well, I just want to let you know that the ratings are pathetic. 1.88. That is bad, Dewey. You gotta step up your game, or the NFL is gonna kick your ass again. Oops, I cussed. Oh well.
It's your show. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, well, hopefully I don't get in trouble by YouTube because they got new rules now.
Okay, well, what about if you're in? Let's say you were the new general manager of Raw, and you could do 3 things to fix the ratings. What would you do?
Number 1, less talking, more action, and number 2 or 1, whatever I said the first time. Number 2, eliminate the 3 hours, go back to 2 hours, and I think that'd be a pretty good thing a good start, you know.
Yeah. And what about number 3?
Oh my gosh. For Stephanie McMahon, let her be off camera permanently, you know. She don't need to be on camera a lot.
Yeah, I guess I agree. I think Stephanie McMahon does an incredible job. She's really great on the mic.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we see her too much.
Yep. I don't mind having
2 hours for sure.
Yeah, I don't mind seeing Mick Foley, but Stephanie, come on now. You know, this is not the Attitude Era. This is not back in the day. We see all the McMahons, but McMahons need to stay off TV permanently. You know.
I like them coming on sometimes.
Yeah.
Like when Vince McMahon's music hits, you know something interesting's gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh,
but that's because he's not on it very much anymore.
Nope. Oh, speaking of McMahon, you heard he had surgery again?
No, what happened?
I guess he was working out, and he had I don't know, he was working out like usual, and he had a freak accident, so he had another surgery again. He's 71 years old already. How much time he had to work out? He should enjoy life before it's too late for him, you know?
I don't know, maybe he's getting ready to run for 2020.
Oh, president? Oh,
next president.
Oh, God.
Why not? If Donald Trump can do it, Vince McMahon can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you remember 05 at the Rumble. He slid into the ring and he got hurt. Remember that time at the Royal Rumble 05? He got injured?
Is that where he went to go under the ropes and did his hamstring or something?
Yep, I think he tore it, yeah.
Oh, that was pretty funny though.
Yeah, I thought he would just want to lay down. But no, he had surgery the next day. That's crazy, isn't it?
Vince McMahon, he's a crazy guy.
Yes, he is. Okay, another thing is, have you ever been to, we discussed this off the podcast, have you ever been to a live pay-per-views before in the past?
Yeah. I've been to Mania 27 and 28, and then just a few random pay-per-views that have been in Atlanta, like Hell in a Cell, and, just some random ones, and a few Raws and house shows.
Okay, so did you see, Goldberg beat Hollywood Hulk Hogan back in the day in Atlanta, Georgia, back in the day, or no?
Not live.
Yeah.
I wasn't there that week.
Okay.
But, I watched it on TV for sure.
Okay.
I used to watch Nitro every week. I loved it.
I attended one WCW Nitro back when it was in Chicago, at United Center. Probably you know what I'm talking about. And it was a pretty good show. I think it was was it in the Nitro 3 hours or 2 all the time?
No, three, definitely 3. It was a long show, but I don't know. They managed to squeeze a lot in. Like if you compare Nitro back then to Raw now, they would have twice as many matches. It's crazy.
Yeah, but usually on Nitro, it seemed like the 2 first hours are not that great. In my opinion, the last hour is great because you got the NWO angle, and it was awesome. And then they ended on a high note. You know what I'm saying? That's just my theory. You know.
Oh no, they did. But the first couple hours, you'd have a few squash matches and maybe some tag team stuff. But I don't know. You got to see some cool stuff. I really liked it. Like you'd have the cruiserweights.
Oh yeah.
I still love the cruiserweights.
So you never been to the Royal Rumble yet? Did you went to the Rumble when it was in Atlanta, Georgia, a while back in 2010?
No, I didn't go to that one.
Oh wow.
You're very well researched in your stats. I didn't even know I was in Atlanta in that year.
Yeah, that's when Edge won.
Oh, is that when he came back from injury, early and?
Yep, he came back. Faced Y2J at WrestleMania 26, and the rest is history. I attended WrestleMania 26.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It was okay. I was rooting for Edge to win because he got injured. He won the Rumble, and I thought he was gonna win that WrestleMania 26, but nope, he lost.
I can't even remember that match. I remember Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, and then I remember is it Jack Swagger cashing in after WrestleMania?
Yeah, and that
But Edge and Jericho, I don't even remember that match.
that taping of SmackDown, that Jack Swagger cash in, that sucked.
Why'd it suck?
Because if W was smart, that should be on Raw, not SmackDown. Because a lot of viewers don't give a damn. Oh, sorry, about SmackDown back then. It's taped, you know.
Look at you cursing, Rai.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting mad.
Watch that mouth.
I'm getting mad. So, WWE was so stupid because nothing against you, WWE, but if they want to make a big impact for Jack Swagger cash it in, they should do it on Raw, not SmackDown. But that's just my opinion, you know.
I can't really remember. Were the brands kind of separate then?
No,
I don't.
No, not yet. Nope.
Are you sure? Wasn't back then there a separate world title for each show? Because I think 26 was that when Batista and John Cena fought for the other title?
I think so. I think so. I think you're right.
I don't remember. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, but look at Jack Swagger now. Now he's on SmackDown. He's not gonna get no major push. You know.
No, his chance is gone.
Yep. And then he had so many problems with weed and, like they make fun of him. I don't like that thing called weed. The people, because you call weed. Him and Cesaro, that was a good team, but they were not going anywhere. They never won any belts. That's sad.
What's this? Weed the people? Is that what people say now?
Well, back then they did. They used to call him weed. They used to.
Weed the people.
Yeah. Now if you really think about it, weed, because he smoked weed, but.
Oh.
That's why. See.
I get it. It's clever.
I'm not a big fan of Jack Swagger. He's like a Kurt Angle ripoff. That's all. That's all he is.
Yeah, I liked Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Speaking of Kurt Angle, there's rumors that he's gonna come back. Hopefully, maybe at the Rumble. That'd be sweet.
I've been hearing that rumor for like 5 years now.
I know.
Seems every few months it'll say Kurt Angle's gonna come back and this team's gonna be the new world's greatest tag team and Team Angle, and I don't know.
Yeah. Let me see here.
I wish he'd come back. I'd like to see him have a final run.
Yeah. Let's see here. Or he could be a good manager. He don't need to wrestle because he's getting up there in age. Is there any shows you want to go to anytime soon? Any pay-per-views or shows you want to go to?
There's a Raw or a house show coming up in Atlanta later in the year, but hoping, fingers crossed, to go to Mania next year. It's pretty expensive, but I'm trying to save to go there. It'd be nice to go to Florida again.
Yeah, WrestleMania is not cheap. You gotta pay for your hotel room. You gotta pay for your or actually not, or book it. I'm sorry. And of course, back in the day, you just WrestleMania, and then you got Ring of Honor. You got all that stuff, and you don't have to do it all wrestling related. You could go to Orlando Studios. You could go Disney World. That's why I think me and my dad are going to Orlando. I mean, WrestleMania 33. If we go, we're just gonna go to WrestleMania and Disneyland, and all the stuff will just fall into place. I'm not gonna spend all that stuff for wrestling. My dad's not a wrestling fan, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's fair enough. If he's not a wrestling fan, you don't want to make him sit through, like...
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the schedule, you have, like, all those independent companies. You could watch wrestling, like, 10 hours every single day that you're there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know.
Crazy.
Yep. Yeah, promote... I want to go to that wrestling con, but I hear that stuff is very expensive because, if you go inside, you gotta pay for autographs. These wrestlers...
Yeah.
These wrestlers, from my opinion, they don't need that kind of money. They got enough money from the company, from the other company. But I guess they keep probably blowing their money on drugs or some stupid stuff, you know.
I don't know. I think WrestleCon's a little bit different because those guys are like, they're not with companies anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but they gonna charge you arm and leg to meet these wrestlers, like maybe $50 to meet them. Come on now.
Yeah, but then WWE charges like almost, what is it, like $200 for a VIP?
Yeah, that's crazy too.
And those guys definitely don't need the money because they're still employed.
Yeah. Like for example, when Taker was in Chicago last year, I was gonna meet him, but $300 to meet him in the VIP section at Comic Con or Where's the World? That's nuts.
Because like when I went to WrestleCon, everyone was like so nice. Like I don't know, do you remember Lenny Poffo?
Yes.
He was Randy Savage's brother.
Yes.
Like I paid to meet him and get a photo and an autograph and everything, and he gave me like 3 signed copies of his book.
What?
I went to buy one and he said he didn't have change, so he just gave me extra. He was like so nice, and so was Molly Holly. She was right next to him, and yeah, they were just like really sweet people. So I mean, I didn't mind paying. Whereas when I went to the access for WrestleMania, you're there for 5 seconds.
I know.
Sign it and like maybe almost smile while you have to lean over the table really awkwardly.
I know.
And then you get like a blurry photo, and that's like $300 wasted. It's stupid.
So you try to say I should? Yeah, but if I go Comic Con or Where's the World, do I have to buy 2 tickets for me and my dad, or I don't know if my dad could just stay in the lobby and I could just go myself. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can. Well, like when I went to WrestleCon, you pay like I can't remember exactly, but I think it was like $40 or $50 to get in, and that came with I think maybe 2 autographs, and then you could buy extra if you wanted. So your dad could go in and just sort of like walk around with you.
Okay.
And you would just pay for the extra ones that you would want.
Okay.
I think that's how it worked.
I might do that. That sounds more fun. They say it's more fun than the rest. I mean what do they call it?
Access?
Yeah, that's more fun.
Well, yeah, I think Access is cheaper to get in, but like WrestleCon, the lines aren't as long.
Okay.
Because you have to pay, I guess, and there's more wrestlers there.
Okay.
From like everything.
So if I meet Hulk Hogan, if he's at the WrestleCon, I have to pay like what, $50 or whatever, or how's that work?
I think it depends. Like, there's a different price for the autograph and the photo.
Okay.
Or you can get like a bundle or something. But I mean, if he costs like $100 at WrestleCon, he'd be like, I don't know, $200, $250 if he signs with WWE again. So
yeah,
you better get in quick, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, but I could walk around and then I could get these. And then they have their own merchandise too, right? There too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like Lenny Poffo was selling his book of poems. When I went, Dennis Rodman was there. Like, everyone's selling all kinds of stuff, like posters and T-shirts and
DVDs.
Well, yeah. High Spots. Do you know High Spots?
Yeah.
They're like a wrestling shop. They had something set up as well, and they were like selling DVDs and books and everything as well.
How much is that stuff? Is it pretty high? The books and all that stuff?
No, it's mostly the same as their website. But when I went, the guy that runs it was like so nice. The people that were doing the thing, they were like trying to compete to sell all the crappy stuff that no one wants.
Yeah.
So I got this guy was giving me like really good discounts if I bought. What was that John Cena movie? Is it Legendary or something? I
think so. I don't know one. He made a lot of them. I don't know.
I think it was called Legendary, but anyway, they had like a book where like someone wrote a book about the movie.
Okay.
And the guy was like, if you buy this, I'll give you a discount on everything else.
Oh, wow.
No one was going to buy that book. It was stupid. And I got home and I threw that book in the bin. But yeah, they're really nice guys.
How much did they give you?
Oh, like DVDs were like half price and stuff. I think it's because they took all the stuff to Miami for WrestleMania 28, so they wanted to sell a lot of it, so they didn't have to take it all back.
Oh, now is this?
But I'm pretty sure their factory's in like Carolina somewhere.
The DVDs, are they like bootleg or are they the real deal?
No, all real deal.
Oh, wow.
They sell like Ring of Honor, TNA, PWG, WWE, like everything.
Any Blu-rays or is it just DVDs only?
When I went, it was DVDs only, but that was like WrestleMania 28 was
Oh, okay.
4 or 5 years ago. They
Okay.
probably have Blu-rays now. 'Cause
Okay.
it's more popular. But,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And you can put more stuff on it.
Oh yeah.
No, but if I go to WrestleMania in Orlando, can I get this wrestling con or whatever you said? Should I get them way in advance or should I get it the day of?
I think it depends. Like it's changed so much since then. I don't know. There's like WrestleCons and WrestleCades and Wrestle blah blah blahs. But yeah, I think you just check when they announce them because sometimes they have like VIP packages and stuff where you get, I don't know, like a lot of the wrestlers ahead of time and maybe you can get to the front of the line faster or something. I think just have a look.
Yeah.
But you can still get the stuff on the day as well. So.
And you could talk to these wrestlers longer, right? There's no hurry up and get out of there, right? You could take your time and talk to them, or no?
I think it depends on who. Like Lanny Poffo, I got to talk to him for like 10 minutes.
Wow.
There wasn't a line for him, but then there was like Dennis Rodman. He wasn't really saying anything to anyone.
Yeah,
Same with, Iron Sheik wasn't talking much. He looked scary. He had some guy with him. So I think it depends on the wrestler and if there's a line.
Oh, so maybe I could go with the line with no line. Like maybe like Molly Holly, but not the big megastar. Maybe I could get the guys like mid-card, like maybe Al Snow be there. You never know.
No, I think Al Snow does some of that stuff sometimes. But I mean, you can just wait and see because when you're there, you can look at all the lines, and if there's someone with no one, go then, or just wait till they don't have a line and then take your time.
Yeah. What else I'm gonna say? Have you ever been to a SmackDown before? SmackDown event live or in the past?
I think so. It's been a long time though.
Okay, so you had no desire going to any. I know you work a lot. Are you going any? Do you want to go to a SmackDown live ever since they got SmackDown live now?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
SmackDown's so much better now. AJ Styles.
Yep.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. Do you heard about that main event for No Mercy for the belt?
No. What's the main event?
Well, the main event is John Cena, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, triple threat match for the belt. What's your thoughts on that?
I hate it.
Why?
I'm sorry, I hate it. Because AJ Styles is my favorite, and I hate John Cena, and I hate Dean Ambrose. That sounds horrible. Either I'm happy or I'm very, very mad.
Well, there's rumors that AJ Styles is going to have long title run, so because John Cena is going to take some more time off to film, so he's not going to win the championship anyway. He's not going to tie Ric Flair's record, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. So WWE is very happy with AJ Styles as a champion right now,
Well, I mean, if that match happens and he's going to win, then obviously he's going to pin Dean Ambrose then, because they're not going to let him pin John Cena. Twice.
Hey, you never know. Anything's possible.
I don't think that's possible. John Cena never loses that much.
No, and Dean Ambrose is okay, but he's not a Hall of Fame guy. And I thought he's gonna be a great champion for SmackDown, but I guess a lot of people are pissed off when he was champion. But things happen.
I hate him. That stupid clothesline. I just want to smack that stupid haircut off his head every time he does it. Just so bad.
And there's rumors that WWE might bring back the Shield.
I mean, I don't know. I like the Shield, but what else can they do? They did everything.
I know.
It just wouldn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, why bring them back? They were they had a pretty good run. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the one who really came out of the group is Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose is okay. He's okay as a mid-carder. They should never. I don't know. People get mad at me, but I don't know. But Seth Rollins, he's not really a great champion. But Seth Rollins, he's the man.
Yeah, I think since they split, everyone thought, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns would be the ones to really get the push, but Seth Rollins, he's been the best by a long way.
Yep.
He's just, he's taken that ball and he's run to the end zone.
Yeah, pretty much. So, if it happens, they said it might happen at the Rumble or maybe at the Sorcery. So we'll see what happens. I think that right now this is just rumors, you know.
I guess they could maybe do it at the Rumble if they like all in the ring together and they decide to team up for just 10 or 15 minutes and then turn on each other. I mean, I guess could accept that, but
yeah, because there's rumors.
Wouldn't really make sense.
The rumors they want to go at it, a triple threat match, and they want to do it at Mania. I don't know why they did it already. Why do it? Why do it again? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if the dynamic's different, like if there's different people as faces and heels.
Yeah.
And if it's, I don't know. I think it was wasted when they did it last time at was it Battleground?
Yep. Stupid. Yep. They should have done it at SummerSlam. Yeah. They should have done it at SummerSlam.
At a bigger show, yeah.
Yep. But whatever. Very stupid on W's part, but whatever. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think that wraps it up. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You want to say goodbye to your viewers if they're listening still?
Yeah, I want to get your predictions for the NFL this week. You told me something about NFL predictions. I want to know who you're picking for this weekend.
Well, my thing's up already. I made a video on it, so that'd be separate. I'll send it to you already, dear. Okay.
Yeah. Well, who's gonna win? Are the Bears gonna win this weekend?
Probably not. Probably Philly.
Yeah. I've got a good feeling about Philly this weekend. My buddy Chuck's listening, and I told him that I'd remind you that Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz? I don't even know what his name is.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I was told to remind you that Wentz is gonna kill you, and EAGLES Eagles.
Okay, I don't want to hear that until next week.
It's okay. I mean, the Bears suck. The Falcons suck. It's okay. We can both be losers.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Hopefully you come on, and I'm glad you fixed your audio.
Yeah. I tried all my settings. This is the best I can get it to work, but hopefully it's okay. And thanks for finally having me on your show.
Okay, everyone, have a good one.
It's been fun.
Yeah, everyone have a good one, and I will see you next episode, 56. Good night, everyone. Not too sure when this up.
Night.
Yeah, and all my social links will be down below, and have a good one. Goodbye. Peace out.